So when I say changes, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Why is this important? Yeah, why do this? I don't know whether this is important to you, actually, but it's important for me because it helped me to realize the Dhamma. It helped me to put the Dhamma to actual use. Because anyone can talk about it. Talk about Dhamma, anyone can talk. I mean, okay, maybe not everyone can talk, but it's not so difficult to talk about Dhamma. Not so easy to go and realize, to experience the Dhamma. They always talk about the Dhamma being like a mirror. Easy to use the Dhamma like a torchlight, shine at people. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like a machine gun, like a laser beam, point at people. Quite easy. You just point. Not so easy to point at ourselves. And then, what's going on? Yeah. And I realized that this is one of the first things that we need to get started with. Because until this part is done, then otherwise, if this part is not done, our plans, about how I want to change and so on, until you see clearly, this part ain't got problem. Until you see this, whatever wholesome practice we try to adopt is also good. Please don't stop. It's still good. But it will just be going through the motion. But again, compare going through motion with not going through motion. Still good, no? Don't be mistaken, okay? Here I'm talking about, most of you, I think, at least half a year or more, attending SGC, or some of you learning Dhamma for quite a number of years already. So you should be going beyond the going through motion. And that's why the next step is important, which is the introspection, the self-questioning. Not self-doubt, self-questioning, to question your intent, to check the intent, cetana. We learn Abhidhamma, we learn the Nikaya, or cetana, But actually when we learn all these terms, these concepts, not to write articles, no. And not to say, I know this term, that term, but to really go and see this term in action. Which here, in this case, our intent. What's going on? And so why do this? Because if you do this, then you see clearly which part needs to change. Which part needs to change? Which is the part where the change would matter. And then, with that in mind, when you attend Dhamma class, whether here or any other Dhamma class, you'll find that every Dhamma class is impactful. Because you have decided to change already. Then every Dhamma taught will hit you. Or if it doesn't quite hit you, you have questions to ask. Because it's like if let's say all of us have cancer, but only some of us know cancer. Timing is everything. If all of us have cancer, but only some of us know that we have cancer, and the rest don't know that we have cancer or don't think we have cancer, but all of us attend some talks on cancer prevention, cancer treatment, who do you think will be the one who is paying close attention? The one who discovered that they have cancer, or the one who don't think that they have cancer? Surely it's the one who realized they have cancer, isn't it? The one who don't think they have cancer, they may also attend, they may also be very enthusiastic, but they'll be listening to help those with cancer. Always have someone out there with cancer one. I want to know how to, what kind of medication, what kind of exercise for other people. I must listen attentively. But I assure you, no matter how attentive you are, when you are listening for other people, it's not the same when it's your skin that's on the game, on the line. When you are the one who is having cancer, listen attentively, and if the talk never cover the kind of cancer you have, you will say, I have a question, Dr. Tan, can I know, you covered this kind of cancer today, but how about that kind of cancer? You'll be very curious. You want to know. And you will not be asking theoretical questions about, I read somewhere. No. The questions will be very different. Doesn't mean that asking the other kind of questions is not useful, but it wouldn't matter to you as much if you discover that you have cancer. But I must warn you, this is a difficult process, harder than doing chanting, harder than doing sitting, harder than memorizing long sutra, harder, and painful also, more painful than your leg pain. Yeah, more painful, and more difficult than to share with others your flaws, because to face your own imperfections, that's very difficult. But it would be worthwhile, because this is not about, instantly 3 months time you want to attain enlightenment. It's not about, wow, I discovered a grand discovery that can wow the whole world. No, it's not about wowing the world. It's not about impressing the world. Even it's the smallest thing, like, a lot of the things I share, Sifu share, all the very good things, like, peanuts kind of thing. But if you can overcome that peanut, it's one peanut less. It is just like when you're walking, and then there's one grain of sand in your shoe. It's just one grain, but if you remove that one grain, your walk is that much more comfortable. Wouldn't matter to everybody else in the world, but it will matter to you. And every step you take, you are like, remove that grain. You'll be like that. So you'll be worthwhile. And it doesn't matter if people are impressed or not, because it matters to you. Because learning Dharma is not about impressing anybody.